I shoveled out more of the loose dirt around these tank covers, allowing plenty of room to add the risers. And I can measure it now and request the cut length for the pipes. The depth to the ground level is about 10 inches. The inside diameter of the riser will have to be at least 28 inches. That way I can just pull the lid out when it's time to clean out the tanks. I'll have to do a little modification of this watering system. Shouldn't be too much trouble, it's just a loose PVC pipe. Okay, I'm ready to put in the risers in the septic tank. 24 inches. Okay. The standard diameter is 24 inches. These are 1 foot in depth, and that works pretty good for my application here. The problem is that the diameter across the lids here of these concrete lids is 28 inches. So what they recommended I do is cut off the edges of the lid by using a hammer. Just break them off, and that way I'll be able to, or the person cleaning out the septic tanks will be able to lift the lids right through the risers. Pull up the lid so I can cut off the corners. Wow, that's heavy. I'm not as strong as I used to be. Let's see how easy this is or hard. Oh. May not be so bad after all. Let me check that out. Okay, I got a safety mask on. I was getting some chips hitting my glasses. This will be a lot safer. Just a little bit more. I'm going to try this other hammer. Give that a shot. Getting closer. A little bit more. I think that'll do it. See if it fits. Oh yeah, perfect. I'll put the concrete lid back on, set the riser in place, and we're good to go. A little cleaning up here. Make the edge smoother. That looks good. I'm going to clean up the edge of this tank opening so the concrete lid will fit tight, as tight as it can. It's not going to prevent some intrusion of water and dirt, but that's okay. This is a 40-year-old system and it's been doing fine. It will continue to do fine for as long as we need it. This is going to be the fun part. Recording? Okay, here it goes. Uh-oh. I guess that's as good as it's gonna get. Let's pop in the riser. Voila. I'm a little concerned about the extra chipping I did on the edges here. There might be a little bit more opportunity for water and dirt to get into the septic tank, so I'm going to put in some very old but still a little pliable plumber's putty just on the corner there, all 4 corners, to help maybe block that intrusion. Why not? It's a cool day in the 40s, so it's not very pliable, but I'll just stick a chunk there in each corner and hammer it down a little bit. There we go. Number 4. All right. Push it on down a little bit. Kind of make a bit of a seal. It's working good. That should do it. All finished with setting the lid back on the tank. Let's get the riser in place. That's going to work great. Once we get it filled up, we'll screw the lid down, fact, I'll leave the lid on now so I don't get any dirt inside of the riser. Okay, number 2 next. Okay, I think I finished chiseling the second lid. Let's see if the riser fits. I think that's pretty good. Okay, we'll cover up the tank with the lid. Yeah. All right. I'm going to go ahead and use some more putty in the corners like I did on the first one. The second septic tank cover is in place. I put, again, some plumber's putty in the corners just to slow down any intrusion of water and dirt. Next, I'll position the riser in place. I got the riser positioned over the tank and the lid. I'll put the lid on the riser to keep dirt out while I fill up the sides. Now it's time to fill it back in. Well, the job is done. I backfilled all of the risers. There was no problems there. Actually, they seem to be very close to the height I wanted. We're probably going to do some landscaping around here in the spring. All that's left to do is to screw on the lids and attach to the bottom are the screws. There's a rubber gasket here, so that will seal any odors that may escape from the tank and from the lid that I had chipped. Meanwhile, I'm just going to put this here for now, let things settle in, and I'll attach the screws tomorrow. Ta-da!
Isn't that a good feeling?
Yeah.
You did it all by yourself.